So when I hear Jesus moved with compassion, that tells me even though he might have felt, maybe not the word burnt out, but exhausted, hurt, sad, and at his lowest form, there was a fuel in him that basically could override that that pain. And how it's interesting how compassion can move past pain. Passion can't do that. If your emotions are already going to the left of being hurt and sad, how are you going to be there for these people who need to be served? And only compassion can do that. You see, compassion is not a feeling, it's a force that moves you. It's like love emotion. Um, it's God's spirit. I believe that's God's spirit in us, giving us the energy to move, to help people. So Jesus showed us that God's spirit is greater than our deepest sorrows. Jesus saw their hurt, and he went over and just started healing them all day. Can you imagine, man, just finding out? I had that similar experience, not the compassion part, but the finding out a very close, significant friend died. I was in the middle of the ocean on a ship. 2001, DeMarco Mason got shot and killed. Got it in an email. Just found out, information just downloaded. Felt like, man, I felt like I was going to faint. I felt like everyone around me didn't understand the history that we had. I didn't have anybody really to talk to. I went out into the end of the ship where nobody could find me and was outside, and I just fell to my knees and started crying. And that overwhelmingness of emotions and grief and sorrow and sadness, just the weight so heavy. And if any of you ever experienced it, can you imagine Jesus getting up and spending another 16 hours healing people? In our flesh body, I'm just like, I can't even imagine the power of compassion like that. But that's how God can move.